God's sake, is... Hello, good evening and welcome to tonight's PSR live stream. Hope that everybody is well. I'm just on board watching Stiggy racing around. Beautiful livery, that car. We will probably have a look at that in a moment. It is 9 o'clock. It is the 6th of August. Can't believe we're nearly a week into August already. Where is the time going? I tell you what, we've got the Pink Brigade is out tonight. We've got number one Pops and Outlaw Pork Pie. Both the Outlaws, well, two of the Outlaws are in pink cars. Number one Pop's very pink. And but Stiggy got a beautiful livery. Let me just go, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful livery on that BMW. Somebody's done a lovely job of the fading on that car with the white, red and the blue. Really like that very, very, very much. And Stiggy did that. Congratulations, my friend. Looks very, 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 very nice. Very nice indeed. While I'm doing the introduction, I'll leave you watching Stiggy going around. Tonight, we have got something a little bit different. Normally, I throw curveballs out on a Friday night. But tonight, I thought I would just try this one. I don't know how it's going to work. I've gone for some road cars. We've gone for some GR cars. But we're throwing in a reasonable amount of tyre wear, which might or might not force some pit stops. I say it might or might not. It might be too much on tyre wear. It might not be enough. I haven't done any testing. We're going to see how this goes. It also depends on how hard you are on your tyres and how good you are on your tyres and whether you can make them last. It also depends whether you decide, oh, look at those two together, Stiggy and number one Pop side by side. Loving the action on screen. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Yeah, do you go for the softs and you look after them? Do you go for the softs and you just go for it and you do a pit stop? Are you going to do a racing mediums? You know, it's really difficult. We've only got 10 laps. So I'm imagining most of these races are going to be around about 10 minutes or so. And with, you know, a 20-second pit stop or thereabouts, I imagine. Oh, is it worth a dive in for the pits or not? I don't know. I really don't know. It's going to be so interesting, this one, to see how things pan out. At the moment in the chat, we've got number one, Frenchy and Chicken Yoga. Good evening, good evening, good evening for all of you. And in the actual lobby at the moment, oh look, that was shouldn't have done that with three racing together really closely there, but time is getting on, and I as much as I love to sit and watch the guys going around, I do need to get my act together. We've got myself, Chicken Yoga, Ben Clock, number one Pops, Pork Pie and Sticky in the room at the moment. What I needed to do is to let everybody know that the race is starting at 10 past regardless. For tonight, because I cannot force the cars that people are going to be in if I do a public lobby, I'm going private lobby only regardless. And the other thing I'm going to say is, let me just put you back on the big screen and just watch these guys circulating. Had a brilliant night last night. Oh my word. Blew my hopes and aspirations and expectations completely out of the water. Especially the wet race. I just seemed to hook up the Elantra in the wet beautifully and worked out how to get it out of the corners and get the power down, even though I was a little bit cautious on the way in on some of them. But had an absolute barnstorming night last night. It was absolutely brilliant. But boy, I tell you, it took a lot out of me. I finished the stream up. I tell you, I don't even remember getting into bed last night. My head must have hit the pillow and I must have just gone out like a light. I was completely and utterly drained. I'm still feeling shattered now. There's a lot going on at the moment. And yeah, I could well be commentating on a few tonight and racing a few as well. I'm going to get out in this one because I do love the BMW M2. It is a car that I want to buy for real, in real life. Saving up hard at the moment. It's jolly difficult to drive, especially on these sports soft tyres. But I'm saying that, just look at Ben Clock, number one Pops and Stiggy all circulating together and making it look like child's play as the three of them come across the line together. I'm loving this on screen. I should be out there practicing, but I just can't get enough of watching these guys. Yeah, it's just I mean, Ben's got his hazard lights on. He's not an auto drive the way they're going. Oh, Stiggy's binned it. No, Stiggy, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that today. We don't want any stigginess tonight, my friend. Leave the stigginess alone. Leave the stigginess behind. So yeah, oh, look at that beautiful shot for number one Pops. Look at that car control and balance through those corners. Wow, he's absolutely got the weight transfer beautiful through those corners. Can't remember what I was saying now. I was just taken by, look at that four-wheel slide through that corner, right on the edge of the grip. Number one Pops is my nearest competitor in the Hulkie Racing Championship. We're still waiting for for last night's and the nights and the week before's, well, it was a few weeks ago's results. So we're a couple of races behind. But number one Pops is my main rival at the moment in the championship, and I managed to do well last night against number one Pops. I have a feeling I am going to get it handed to me tonight. I think number one Pops is going to make me look silly. Just looking at the way that he's handling the car. We got 7 minutes past the hour. We're going to be racing in a couple of minutes. And like I said, I should be out there practicing. I'm not the sort of racer that can just jump in any car on any track and just race it. But look at that car control. Even a little bit of tyre smoke as he went through that corner there. I don't know if he's watching, but if he is, he's going to have the biggest big head and probably the biggest smile on his face. Just unbelievable car control, just loving it. I am in awe of number one Pops when he's in the zone and in these cars, the road cars. He's just wonderful. I dare say the other guys are doing well, but like I said, he's my nearest rival in the championship. And when you watch your rival driving like that, you can only admire the skills. Look, just lays it into the corner. The car leans over on that near side front and then just slightly on the near side rear wheel, and he just slides it through the corner. Just beautifully done. I mean, the colour of the car could be a little bit better. The livery could be a little bit better, in my opinion. Oh, Ben Clock with a big old slide there. The only thing is, Ben, he's got a bit of a drift on there, so he's going to lose out on the performance with the tyres squealing like that. The difference, and what I'm admiring with Pops, and no disrespect to Ben, but what I'm admiring with Pops is just the way that he's four-wheel sliding that car through the corner on the limit to get through the corner as quick as possible. Drifting looks great, but it's not the quickest way through. Oh, we are going to be in trouble. If that is anything to go by, my friends, we are in trouble tonight. Right, what are we doing? Very, very quickly. We're doing Autopolis Short in the BMW M2 competition. We're then off to Horse Thief Mile. That's the Watkins Glen in the Mazda Roadster touring car. And then we're off to Broadbean Raceway in the Toyota Gr.86 ZR 2021. All of those are on Sport Soft tyres. All of those ones. We're then off to Lago Centre Reverse in the Porsche Cayman GT4. This is when we start stepping into the GR cars and we go into the racing tyres. Brands Hatch Indy in the Hyundai Elantra, and then we will be finishing off at Suzuka East, the small one with the long straight and the S's. Love that track. In the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept, a GR3 car around that track is going to really test people. Now, you need to be running the racing soft. Sorry, you've got the put my brain back in gear. You've got the option to run the medium and the soft tyres. You do not have to pit. It is entirely up to your choice on what you want to do. Right, it is 10 past. I'm in. Chicken Yoga's in. D-Locks is in. I'm just going to do a quick tyre note about the tyres so they all get the right tyres, and then we will go. So I'm literally going to be going on 11. What tyres am I on? Okay, I'm going to wear on the side of caution. I do wonder whether the soft tyres are going to be very, very quick and therefore people will get round quick, get in, pit and out. It's going to be fascinating what people are going to do tonight. I cannot wait to get into this. So it's me, Chicken Yoga, D-Locks, Ben Clock, Number One Pops, Pork Pie, Stiggy. We're all in the M2 competition. Let's get this one underway. Oh, this is going to be fun. How many times am I going to spin it? Lots. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. Can I stay with number one? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. We will see how we go. I'm hoping to have a really good race with Stiggy in this one. I really am. Although Stiggy is already faster than me. We've got a reverse grid here, and you can see Number One Pops right at the back of the grid, indicating that he is the fastest around here at the moment with Ben. Where, oh, where do you brake for the first corner? There says Pork Pie. Almost crashed in the first corner. Diggy's found his way through. Whoa. This thing is loose on the back end. Even on the acceleration, the back end wants to go. Ben's just looking for a way through there. He's on the outside of me, I think. He is. Chicken Yoga leading at the moment. D-Locks in second, but Number One Pops is already up into third place. From the back of the grid, I will remind you. Ben is quicker than me. He needs to find a way through. So struggling to get the power down in this car. Ben just taking a little trip across the grass there. All good. Except he's going to have dirty tyres into this one. Hey JB, good evening. How you doing? Whoa! Just carried a bit too much speed through that corner. I saw Number One Pop scampering across the grass too there for a moment. It's Chicken Yoga that is still out front at the moment. D-Locks second. Oh, Number One Pops off on the grass. So Stiggy third now. Nice going. But he's got Ben Clock all over the back of him. Since Ben got past me, he's just romped away. A good 3, maybe 4 seconds down the road, I think, Ben, in a very, very short period of time. Although he's gone a bit deep into that one, that's going to make him vulnerable for Number One. Whoa, nearly dropped it. That's dropped me back off of the back of that pack. Although number one's got the pedal to the metal, he's moving. Tell you what, this wear is not looking very bad on these tyres. I don't know what it's doing on the sport softs. But these mediums are not wearing at all. Maybe we've not got the wear up high enough. Who knows? I will leave it as published. Velox is in. Is he going for a set of softs? He's on the mediums at the moment. As am I. I thought that the wear would be higher. Five of 10, halfway through. Well, it will be when we get to the end of this one. You see Stiggy just up ahead, but he's like 5 seconds ahead at the moment. .2. Just gone well, a little bit quicker. Chicken Yoga out front is going well. Number one pops in second. As I did say, number one pop's absolutely showing me how to race these cars. He is miles ahead, as is Yoga and Ben Clock. Stiggy is going quicker as well. I say that, we just got it just under the 5 seconds. Certainly not quick enough. 4.9. I need to be a second a lap faster than Stiggy. That's not happening. We were 0.6 of a second faster on that lap. So we are starting to just feel a little bit more confident in the car and push it a little bit more. Although pushing it a little bit too much into that one. Let's let Stiggy pull away a little bit more. He's 5.3 now. So the time that we found, we've just lost across the grass there. That's gonna, oh yeah, dirty tyres. is the Stig? How far away is he? I'm enjoying this actually, because normally I only do like 5 or 6 laps. This 10 laps is giving me more confidence as I'm going through the race to try and push it a little bit more. Well, I felt that way. I felt I was pushing more, but actually was a little bit slower on that lap. We're off on the grass again there. Stiggy is so much faster than me through that corner. As you can see, there's corners where he's so much quicker than me, and corners where I can pull a few tenths back, but he just pulls them back out again. Look at that, 4.5 seconds now ahead, when I thought I was catching. No, none of it. He's back in the rhythm, he's back in the zone, he's going. 4.5 seconds it's out to now, and I'm not closing. We've only got, what, 2 laps to do? I now need to be 2.5 seconds a lap faster. A couple of tenths is not enough, and I'm not even doing that at the moment. Look at that, 4.6 it goes out to, 4.7. How fast he is through that corner. He's got some great traction off that corner at Stiggy. Back to 4.5. As I said, we're just trading lap times, trading sectors at the moment. So look at this, we're down to 4 seconds. In a moment, Stiggy will hit the corners that he's good at, and it will be back out to 4.5, 5 seconds again. We've got, look, down to 3.8. I need to be right behind Stiggy into this corner to study what he's doing. Is he braking earlier? Is he braking later? What is he doing that gets him through that corner so much quicker than me? And I've gone way too deep now. Look at that, 4 seconds, 4.2. So all of that time I made up on Stiggy, he'd found in that one corner I just cannot get right. This is why I often spend like 200 laps practicing for a big competition race, because it takes me that long to get to grips. And I know that sounds obscene, but it's just the way that I am. See, we've now got it down to 4.2. So we're a bit quicker through this section. We got it back down to 4 seconds, but that one corner was just letting Stiggy get away from me every single time. We've gone too deep now, we're on the grass, pretty much. Stiggy's gone anyway. Wow, chicken yoga, well done my friend out front. Number 1 Pops from the back of the grid, I might add, in second. Ben Clock 3rd, Stiggy 4th, I got 5th, D-Lock 6th, and poor old Pork Pies out there still running somewhere on track. Oh, wow. 3 seconds between Chicken Yoga and number 1 Pops in the end there. So Chicken Yoga going really, really well in these cars. Lovely, lovely, lovely bit of racing there. JB, you're going to come and join us? It's a challenge tonight. It is a challenge tonight as to know which tyres to go for. How did the soft tyres hold up, I wonder? I wonder how they held up. Could be interesting in the next one, because Horse Thief Mile is very, very twisty. And if people are going to be leaning on their soft tyres during that one, maybe that will eat them a little bit more. Who knows? Who knows? Or have the soft runners decided that they're going to hold up okay? Frenchie, what a car. Great racing. It's a great car. I'm saving up for one of these. Not this one. I'm saving up for the new version of it. And I'm hoping to get one sometime in the next 6 months. All being well. All being well. And I tell you now, I really, really, really cannot wait. It's going to scare the pants off me. But, oh boy, am I going to enjoy it. I'm going to sneeze in a moment. Oh, God, sneezing still hurts. Oh, JB, I might not tonight. I have tomorrow off, though. Quiet weekend, so we'll be getting some practicing. No, good. The Boxer looking one. Oh, handles like a dream. Yeah, the Boxer looking one. Yeah, I'm really. They're expensive, but I'm really looking forward to it. Analysing the market big time at the moment. Chicken Yoga was your winner, a 1:15.928. And number one Pops did get the fastest lap, a 1:15.522. Got second, 3 seconds behind Chicken Yoga. But I will remind you that number one Pops came through from last place. Almost got the win. And Ben Clock also coming from the back to claim third. So very good performance from both number one Pops and Ben Clock. Ben doing a 1:16.518. Stiggy, as you saw, I was chasing him. He was just too quick off of that key corner and getting that half second, and then I could get it through the twisty bit, but then he was just down the main straight. I couldn't catch him. He was quite a few seconds ahead of me for fourth. I got fifth, D-Lock sixth, and Pork Pie seventh. Your top three for the first one, Chicken Yoga, number one Pops, and Ben Clock. But in my opinion, I think we're all winners in that one, just for getting that car round that track, because that was hard. I tell you what's going to be even harder is this one. Okay, Ben's going to miss this one. It's probably going to be a quiet race, this, because I am probably going to take a break and commentate this one, and then I'll come back to Broad Bean and I'll race that one, and I'll just see how I am doing. But I do want to commentate a couple of races, or at least one tonight, because there are some great racers in here. Oh, Will's has joined us now. There are some brilliant racers in here, and I'm just going to do this so you know which car it is, although I will untick in a moment. Oh, Ben can't stand this track. It's not a track that I know, if I'm perfectly honest. I cannot remember the last time I raced this track. I've gone for all very short tracks tonight. Very short tracks. So over the 10 laps, you can really get to grips with them. Going full Murray Walker for this one. Probably, Jay. Probably. But in this one, we have got, let me just untick myself. Wheels Racing, number one Pops, D-Locks, Outlaw Pork Pie, Stiggy, and Chicken Yoga. I can't call this now. Chicken Yoga has just surprised me very much. I know he's an A-rank racer, but I thought that I did think the number one Pops and Ben were going to be up the front there. They did come through the back, remember. And now we've got Wheels Racing is in the mix. So we've got one of our fastest PSR racers, but we've also still got one of the fastest road car drivers in here, and a few other guys that can quite easily give as good as they get. So I am going to start this race at 35. Just giving these guys a little bit of time. I will remind you that the guys can run racing soft or racing medium tyres. It is their call which tyres they want to go for. I am not going to put the racing information on the screen because I don't want to know what tyres people are running, and I don't want other people to see what other people are running. But you can run either of the two compounds. And again, it comes down to how much do you lean on those tyres. Look, it's really, really, really slippery around here. Is the tyre wear that I've put on enough? Is it not enough? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. The obviously the medium tyres in the last race lasted well, as Wills takes a little trip across the gravel there. They lasted really well there. It looked like the soft tyres were pretty good too. So we'll have to see how we go. Oh, number one Pops doesn't know this track either. It looks like Wills is struggling with this track too. He's actually doing a little bit of rally racing here. And oh, Chicken Yoga taking a little bit of a detour too there as well. Where is he? I think he's just parked up at the side of the road there, just watching. Look at the pinkiness of that car. Number one Pops going pink, pink, pink tonight. He's not only rubbing my nose in it, racing well, he's doing it with the liveries too. Drac, good evening, good evening. Group B track, to be honest, great for go-karts. Well, that's sort of why I've gone for the Mazda Roadster. I thought it would be a nice, light, small, convertible car would be good around here. Number one Pops, I was told you love pink. I have a thing about pink. Don't do pink. There was one night a little while ago where all of the guys got together. Well, quite a few of the guys got together, and they all had pink liveries. Oh my gosh! All I could see for the rest of the night was pink, 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 pink. But yeah, the outlaws are out there in their pink cars at the moment. Heard about the Caterham 7 on the way. That would be fun. Caterham 7 would be nice. However, why can we not have some of the new GT cars? I seriously think they're holding those for GT8. I really do. They need to deliver something in Gran Turismo 8, and you know, Gran Turismo 7 is very, very, very good, other than addressing some of the issues that we all complain about. I think the game is about as good as it's going to get. So yeah, those GT cars would be good. But yeah, should be good. The Caterham would be. I think the Caterham is a car that is missing. The BMW M4, the new one, obviously is missing. There's a few other GT cars that could really do with being in there. And the other thing I would like to see is some of the real classics coming in, some of the classic GT cars coming into the game. But yeah, Caterham, that would be a race night. That would be a one make Friday night special if they release the Caterham, without question. That would be grand. Right, so we've only got 5 runners in this one. Wills, Gr.x, number one, Pork Pie and Stiggy. You get a wheel in the gravel here and it sucks you off, and when you get 4 wheels on the gravel, you are heading to the Shadow Realm. Can they all keep it on the black? Let's get this one underway. I am going to commentate, and we'll have a look at the grid in a moment and just see the order of runners. I am suspecting that we're going to have number one Pops and Wheels towards the back. Who is going to be up the front? I do not know. We will have to see. It is going to be, oh, number one Pops out the front. That has thrown me. Pork Pie in second, Wheels Racing third, Stiggy fourth, Gr.x in fifth. So that has thrown me, that grid. We are 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are go at Willow Springs. It is the small, tight, twisty circuit. Short one, 10 laps these guys have got to negotiate this one. And at the moment, as they go into the first hairpin, They are all very, very close together. Number one Pop's just out front, but he puts four wheels on the dirt. Wheels is on the dirt. Everybody's on the dirt with the exception of Gr.x, who's got a great run between cars. He then tries to get up the inside of number one Pop's, but he runs out. Oh, and he gets onto the gravel and he goes sideways. Just gets into the side of number one Pop's, but number one Pop's is still going. Number one Pop's still with Tyre in the dirt. I think he thinks he's rally crossing more than racing. Watch Gr.x, because I think he's going to come back in this one. Wheels Racing hits the front right now. Half a second ahead of Stiggy, who is half a second ahead of number one Pops. Put Pie just off the back, and Gr.x will be recovering. But Stiggy, well placed. I'm not quite sure what the young lady on the side of his car is as Wheels Racing goes off and goes flying through the gravel. He's into the catch netting there, forward in. He's now going to be last. Oh, as I said, it was going to be a case of who could keep the cars on the track. And at the moment, Stiggy's going well. I am going to leave Stiggy alone because whenever I get involved with Stiggy, commentator's curse kicks in and he bums it off the track. And I would dearly love for Stiggy to bring one home as a win. But number one Pops has been released and he's now in second place and going strong. But look at this. Look at this. Look who's coming through the pack. I said watch it. Gr.x on the back of number one Pops already. 0.4 of a second. He's going really well. If he can just keep his wheels out of the dirt, I think the Gr.x could still well be on for a win here, even though I shouldn't say this, but I'm rooting for Stiggy. The amount of times I've pushed Stiggy off when he's been going well, I so want him to win. I tell you what, number one Pops is risking everything on the gravel again to try and keep ahead of Gr.x, but Gr.x goes around the outside with a beautiful move, and he is now released to go after Stiggy. He's 2.5 seconds back, but number one Pops is tight behind, and if I know Pops, he is going to get the hammer down and he is going to go for it. He's going to try and stay with Gr.x, and any issue with Gr.x on the gravel, Pops will strike. As long as Pops can keep it on the island too. Wow, where are we? A bit further back. Pork Pie is 5 seconds ahead of Wheels. Oh no, Pork Pie just recovering. He's off the track. He's in the gravel. Oh, Pork Pie in trouble. Wheels is 12 seconds behind number one Pops. Not used to seeing Wheels that far back. Out front it is Stiggy with Gr.x and then number one Pops. Gr.x is eating into that lead quite quickly, and number one Pops 3.7 back. So Gr.x in a race of his own here. He really is owning this. However, we've already seen him on the grass once before. It could happen yet again. No guarantees in this one. We've got a long way to go as Stiggy puts a wheel in the dirt there. Maybe the pressure is starting to build. Gr.x with the purple sector there, 0.147 faster as he closes up on the back of Stiggy. Number one Pops has not given up now though. He's down to what, 3.8. We've got a yellow flag out. I don't know why that is. I think that I'm not sure why, because I can't see another car off at the moment. There's nobody in front of Stiggy, so it's all looking clear as Gr.x really risked it through the bounce there. Oh, he's off. Gr.x is off, and he's off big time. All four off. He's into the fence, but luckily he's managed to hit the fence and keep it facing the right direction. That's got him back onto the track quickly. So Gr.x was absolutely flying there. He caught up with Stiggy, but then in a moment of madness, he threw it off the track, and that has allowed number one Pops to come through. Number one Pops, oh, and Stiggy are very quick. There's a car in the middle of the track there. The yellow flags are up. They both avoid. Oh, no. It's my mate Stiggy. Oh, man alive. What has the Stig got to do to win a race these days? Oh, no. Well, Stig, keep going, my friend, because it's not all over yet. We've got number one Pops is out front. We've got Gr.x just behind. And I tell you what, those two cars are not far off catching Wheels and Pork Pie to lap them. That is how outrageous this race has been. That we've got one of the fastest PSR racers is looking in danger of being lapped by the chasing cars behind. Outlaw number 1 Pops and Gr.x. They need to get into a rhythm now. They really do need to get rhythm. Oh, number 1 Pops is not in a rhythm. He's just done a nice little pirouette, a nice 360. He's okay, he's going. Out poor Pork Pie jumps off the track as Gr.x goes through. He waits for number 1 Pops. Thank you for that. But I think that Pork Pie, the pressure of the leader coming up so quickly, got to him there, and he jumped off the track to get out of the way. So Gr.x and number 1 Pops already lapped 1 car. They're now chasing down Wheels Racing. We could see Wheels is just going to be coming up to the hairpin bend. Now we can just see him going through the hairpin bend as Gr.x approaches that long straight. So we can now see both cars on screen at the same time, and Stiggy not far behind either. Number 1 Pops is 2.9 behind Gr.x at the moment. Stiggy is 4 behind. Stiggy will be ruining that spin. He will be regretting that greatly because he was really going so well. Really well. Gr.x, he's put a foot wrong a couple of times, but somehow he's managed to find himself back in first place. So it just goes to show, you put your car off the track around here in the biggest way possible, and it's not all over as it goes off the track again. I think he survived that one, but that was a massive moment for the racer out front. He is really pushing the limits of this track. And, well, with a couple of laps to go after this one, I do wonder whether we're going to see Gr.x skating through the gravel one more time. He's constantly putting a wheel in the dirt. Number 1 Pops is going well. He's 2.7 behind. So he's going to need to really push. He can see Gr.x in front of him, but the big question is, how much does the Pink Blancmange car push in this race? Does he want second? Does he want first? If I know, number 1 Pops is going to want first, but he's not going to get it like that. Oh, I thought he saved it, and then he's gone around. That is going to put Stiggy back through. Stiggy into second. He was under yellows. He shouldn't get a penalty because number 1 was off the track. But Stiggy now finds himself in second place. He's 9 seconds behind Gr.x. If Gr.x has a massive off and Stiggy can keep this as clean and as tidy as he has been for most of this race, this could be interesting. This is not over yet. You can see how far ahead Gr.x is, though. He's down the bottom of the track there, a long way away, and going quicker. Look, he's got 10.8 seconds. I think Gr.x is definitely in the zone for this. Let's just go on board with Gr.x for the moment, because he's had a brilliant run through here. He's been risking the inside of these corners, just hooking the tyres up through the gravel, which is not really upsetting too much, except once or twice he's gone a tad wide, and that has sucked him off the track. So he's had a couple of moments, but he's not given up. He's fought back, and what a race. He's 11 seconds in front of Stiggy now, and just absolutely owning this race. This, my friends, is a masterclass and then some. Just hooking up the inside there, feeling the car as it snatches, as it gets the grip. Once again, slowing it down, using second gear for these corners, up to third. It's almost third second through these corners. Second gear, nice rotation. Looking for the right-hander here. He's going to be bringing this home in just a moment. He's just got the last couple of corners to go. The yellow flag is up. We've got a car off the road. It is Wheels Racing who's off the road now. And Gr.x comes through to claim first place. Stiggy, I believe, is going to get a lovely second place. He's driven beautifully, Stiggy. See what he can do when I'm not on the track, punting them off. Second place. Number 1 Pops with a fine third. Outlaw Pork Pie, he's going to come home in 4th place. And one of our fastest racers in 5th. Wheels, disgraceful, my friend. Disgraceful. What have you done? What have you done? Oh my gosh. Is it Wheels, or is it Wheels Missus who's racing tonight? I do wonder. I do wonder. I tell you what, if he was in a pink car, I wonder if it was Mr. Blobby that was racing in that one. How far behind is he? How far behind is he? Look at that, 17 seconds. Oh dear, oh dear. Wills, Wills, Wills. I don't often get to take the mickey out of Wills, so you'll have to excuse me. I am being a bit naughty. I am being a bit naughty. Because Wills is normally absolutely on it. It's just one that really didn't suit him tonight. And Mitchell Morgan, he's feeling a bit naughty. He's taking the mickey. But you know, Wills is going to get his own back at some point. And you know he's going to get his own back good and proper. And I will love it when he does. Tom, good evening, my friend. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, Chicken Yoga is Gran Turismo 7 crashed. He's just rebooting. Ben's coming back in, and number one pops. There's a bit of a discussion going on here about Vauxhall should be here too. I hear rumours that Vauxhall might be coming back. I don't know if they're going to come back as Opel or Vauxhall. That will be interesting. Number one pop says apparently he's so chilled he's using his feet. Love it. D-Locks. Do you know what I often say? When something goes wrong in a race, don't give up. Don't rage quit. D-Locks chucked it off the road. He was massively into the barrier, massively off the back. And he's come through, despite going off twice that I saw, to win that one with a 54.341. That is grit, determination, skill, and just all of those superlatives that I can think of at the moment. Just a wonderful, wonderful bit of racing, and I enjoyed that very, very much. I could almost commentate this all night long if the races are going to be like that. Stiggy in second with a 56.201. I so wanted it to win, but I'm so glad he's on that podium in second place. Wonderful, wonderful result there for Stiggy. Number one Pops in third. 55.025. I would say well done, Pops, but I have a very strong feeling he's going to be annoyed at himself for that one. I feel as if he probably let a win get away from him there. Outlaw Pork Pie with a very nice fourth, and Wills Racing with a terrible, terrible fifth. Not sure what Wills was doing there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, we are at Bean Raceway for this one, and we're going to be in the Toyota Gr.86. Again, the same format, and nobody's pitting for tyres at the moment. So whilst I thought that the tyre wear was going to really be pushing people to pit, it's not happening. It's not happening at the moment. I'm not going to mess things up. I'm enjoying this racing too much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the tyre wear as it is and just see how people get on. The car that we're in this time is the Toyota Gr.86 RZ21. GT Tom says, Vauxhall gives my old memory. I tell you what, what cars would they bring into that? Could be interesting, couldn't it? I mean, you've got the Carlton from the Australian GT racing. You've got the old Astra, which was a classic back in the day, where people, you know, that was the Astra GTE, a real classic that would be if they were to bring that in. But then you've also got things like the Vauxhall Viva, you know, a real old classic car from back in the day, and it'd be good to have some more cars from the 60s and 70s. I don't actually know when the Viva came out, but that would be a boat and a half to race. And then you've got well, what if they were to bring in the Vauxhall Nova? Did they have a GTE Vauxhall Nova? That would make a wonderful, wonderful night of racing if they were to bring the Nova out. Proper little hot hatch from back in the day. Very nearly bought one of those when I first got married, and I bought a Fiesta in the end. So some really good Vauxhalls that could quite easily be introduced into this one. Right, this race is going to be starting at I'm going to go on the hour. I might race this one and then commentate the next one, I think. So College of Tom's dad owned one when he was a kid. Which one did he own? The Lotus Carlton. Oh my God, wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be good? Number one, Pop's mate Mark had a Road Rally Viva when he was younger. Oh my God, some wicked cars coming out here. Oh, the Manta, the Opel Manta. But that wasn't a Vauxhall, was it? I don't think the Manta was ever released by Vauxhall. I think that remained an Opel Manta. We had one of those when I worked in a Ford dealership that came in as a part exchange, and it wound up in Salsey Forest in Northamptonshire, burnt out. It was stolen off of our forecourt, and it was set light. Beautiful white car, low mileage, lovely example, and lots of interest. And then, yeah, just joyriders pitched it one night, and what a waste of an amazing car. Whoa, that's a bit of feet through there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's just go for, I'm just going to try the soft tyres, I think. That does seem to be the way to go. Oh, the Lotus Elise would be another good one. Lotuses, again, Lotus are a miss. There's so many great cars missing from the game, but you've got to bear in mind, you know, PD have given us a massive amount of cars. A massive amount of cars. And, you know, I'm grateful for that. I mean, there's quite a few cars that have been in the game previously that I'd love to see come back. I'd love to see the old Impreza wagon, the Subaru Impreza wagon, the estate car. That was the car that was the reason why I bought Gran Turismo in the first place, and why I'm doing this, and that was purely because I loved that car, and a friend of mine told me that Gran Turismo was out and that car was in the game, and it was just like, I've got to get it, I've got to get it. But yeah, some awesome cars. The other thing I love is, you know, when PD bring a car into the game and somebody says, I had one of those when I was younger, or my dad had one of those when I was younger, because it stirs so many memories for people. And I do wonder whether PD actually realise that side of it. So whilst, you know, I'm asking for the modern GT cars, I think some of these cars that were run-of-the-mill cars back in the day, it's great when they do bring them in. Oh, I've gone a little bit deep into that one. Oh, I was told this car would be good around here. It's going to be good around here. I am so missing the conversation at the moment. Oh, Pop's had a GSI Nova and swapped it for an Astra GTE. So you had the Nova. So yeah, again, I'd love to see the Nova in. So many great cars. A Talbot Tagora. Do you know what? I don't even know what one of those is. I'm afraid. You've had 3 of them. Says Pops. What, 3 of the Novas or the Astras? I can't keep up with the chat at the moment. We've got a little bit of a lot of people going down memory lane, I think, at the moment. A lot of people, I think, are going down memory lane tonight. Do you know what we should do? And I mean this. What we should do on a Friday night, we should get all of the PSR guys together, and if there's a car in the game that you have owned or that has special meaning to you, I think we should run it. I think we should do a nostalgia night. What do you say? That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to do that. I reckon we can put 6 to 8 sets of cars together, and then now can just work out some decent tracks to run them on. If you'd like to do that, give me a double thumbs up in the chat. I've not had a thumbs up in the chat for the longest time. I think that would be great. I'd have to put the Sierra Codsworth in, because although I never owned one, I got to drive one back in the 80s. Our chairman, when I worked in a Ford dealer, had one, and I got to drive it many times, and loved that car to pieces. It was fantastic. It brings back a lot of good memories of me driving around Milton Keynes in that one, including being pulled over by the police on several occasions. Excuse me, sir, is this your car? No, officer, it isn't. Ha ha! I've got him. Would you like to see this letter from my employer? Ah, okay, it's you. Yeah, on your way, son. I had a letter from my employer because I got pulled over by the police so often in Milton Keynes for driving very, very, very nice cars back in the day. Yeah. Oh. 10 Racing, you've sent an email, have you? Bear with me a second, my friend. Bear with me a second. Let me just see if I can... Let me just... While I'm doing this... Right, let me just... I'm going to email you the code. Just hang fire a second or two. You've already made your PSN profile is your Sony profile. So you've already done that. Right. This is going to be a very, very, very quick email. It's literally just going to be the room code. But it would if I could type. So you're getting old, your eyes go funny. Right, it's a very crude email, my friend, but that's just gone to you. Oh, number one pops. I had a Series 1 and then a Sapphire Cosworth 4x4. The Sapphires were nice, weren't they? I did drive a Cosworth Sapphire as well. Diggy had one of them too. Mellow Yellow had a Mark IV RS Turbo. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm really glad. If anybody is trying to reach me in the chat, by the way, please put at PlayStation Racer, because the chat is going through so quickly, I can't pick it all up. It doesn't work on a mobile phone, but if you're on a computer or whatever, put at PlayStation Racer and you put an orange box around my name, and then your comment will jump out to me. So forgive me. Was it 10 Racing? I'm going to call you. There we go. 10 Racing's in there. Very, very nearly missed that one. Right. I'm going to race this one, and then I'm going to commentate on the next one. Right, just waiting for 10 Racing to tick in, and then we will start this race. So we're doing 10 laps. Again, it doesn't matter which of the tyres you use. You can use, well, I guess it's going to be Sport Soft, because the wear is really not kicking in at all at the moment, if I'm perfectly honest. We've got everybody's in the GR86 RZ21. I'm just waiting for 10 Racing. You could be off buying it, so I'm just going to give them a couple of minutes, just a couple of minutes, and then we'll go. Oh, we've lost him. Number one, Pops. My fastest car I had, though, was a K20 Micra. Full engine mod. Got a Nissan Micra. You've had quite an eclectic mix of cars, number one. I am impressed. I am impressed with your car history. I really am impressed with your car history. I should go with my car history at some point. Well, let me try and do that very, very, very quickly whilst we just wait for 10 Racing. Forgive me, guys. I'm just waiting for 10 Racing at the moment, and then we'll get going. So what I do, I started off with a beaten up old brown Mark III Cortina that was a rust bucket. It's a good job it was brown because it hid all of the rust on it. That then died, and I got a banana yellow Mark III Cortina. Don't know quite how that happened, but there we go. That then went, and Joanna, my wife, helped me to buy a Mark V red Cortina. So 3 Cortinas to start, 4 Cortinas. And the Mark V was great. After that, we had a Mark II Fiesta, Mark I Fiesta. I think it was a Mark I Fiesta. Then we had a Mark IV Escort. No, Mark IV Escort. I think it was, or was it a 3? Would have been a Mark III Escort. One of them, a Mark IV Escort Estate. After that, we've had an XR2, an Astra. Well, mine, I went Astra. Then I went to the Subaru. From the Subaru, I ended up in another Astra. Then I went a Ford Focus. Then I did 2 Audi Avants, an Audi A4 convertible. So the A4 Avant convertibles. Then I had a BMW M3. After the BMW M3, I had a Jaguar XE. After the Jaguar XE, I went back to BMW with the Z4. That was a new one. I had the original Z4 as well. And Joanna's had Hyundai Getz, a VW Polo. I think that is our car history. Lots and lots and lots of different cars. 10 Racing's in now. So let's just get this one underway. Lots of different cars. How many of those are in the game? Not enough. Not enough. The XR2 is missing. The Impreza wagon is missing. Yeah, I'm actually going to struggle, if I'm honest, with the cars that I've had. A lot of them are not in the game, which is a real shame. Right, let's get this one underway and see how we go. Just waiting for the lights. Oh, number one Pops and I. Number one Pops went and I went too. Oh dear. Why is it that when you see a car move like that, you go too at the same time? Oh, our newfound friend is quick. Number one, William, come on, we need you to come through. Where are you all? I can't keep up with 10 Racing, it's too quick for me. He's nearly 2 seconds ahead, and he's going faster. I'm setting purples, but he's quicker still. He's absolutely flying. Come on, guys, we've got to catch him. He's 2.6 ahead of me. Put Pies through. Stig's through. Oh, I've got a car on the outside of me. I don't want to run him off the track. Now, I'd like to bump draft Stiggy, but the problem is I don't want to run him off the road as I all too often do. I've got a car down on the inside of me at the moment. Oh, sorry, put pie. Just had to back out of that one to give him some room, and that's let wheels through now. Okay, the big boys are coming through. Come on, you've got to go and get 10 Racing because he is a million miles ahead of us. We can't let the new boy win. Come on. Come on, PSR. We've got to show how good we are. Oh, Chicken Yoga's coming through. We know Chicken Yoga's quick. Oh, I got into the back of the white one there. Who's that? Sorry, D-Lox. He's got a big bit of damage on the back of his car. That's me, I think. Well, we're finding ourselves last now. We were second. These guys have really got a wriggle on. Oh, number one pops with a bit of a bang on the wall there. Oh, this would have been another good one to commentate, I tell you. Lap 7 of 10. It's a quick race, this one. Let's try holding fifth for the moment through here and see if I can. Just trying to catch up with D-Lox and number one. So I'm not looking so rubbish. Has anybody got anywhere close to 10 Racing yet? Or is the new guy making us all look silly? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Oh, that was number one Pops going round, and then I got into the back of whoever that was, D-Lox. It was one of those NASCAR-y type things. I thought that D-Lox would go one way and I'd try to power around the back rather than being a crash on a crash, but unfortunately it didn't happen. I did actually catch D-Lox in that one. Huge slide there from me. 10 Racing is owning this. Absolutely owning this one. We're heading off into the GR cars next. Wow, 5 seconds ahead. That's actually very, very, very quick. A good gap considering how fast that race is. We could almost have done 20 laps around there, but these are supposed to be short, sharp, fast races. And the old Tyre deg is not kicking in. So unfortunately I didn't get a chance today to test it, otherwise I would have taken it up, but I thought that 4 and 5 would have been enough. But there we go. 10 Racing saying all about consistency, that one. You're obviously a good racer, my friend. Let's see how you go with the rest of the guys for the rest of the night. It's not all over, as they say. 10 Racing 32.875. Not the fastest lap. Stiggy in second with a 32.895, and Port Pie in third with a 33.259. So the Outlaws doing really, really well in that one, but not able to take down our new friend. Wheels Racing in fourth, Ben Clock in fifth, Chicken Yoga with the fastest lap of 32.864. Chicken Yoga was in sixth. I got seven, and number one Pops in eighth, with D-Locks in ninth. I think number one and D-Locks getting into a bit of a an argument at some point around one of the corners. Would not have been by design, nothing malicious, just the way that it goes when you're racing this hard and close. 10 Racing, Stiggy, Outlaw Port Pie, you're 1, 2, 3 in that one. Right, we are heading off to Autodromo Maggiore Centre Reverse. We're in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport for this one. So we're stepping into the GR4s for this. We've got a couple of GR4 races, and then we will be heading into the GR3s. All gas, no brakes. He's saying he was wall riding. Who was wall riding? What, 10 Racing was wall riding? Ooh, we don't do wall riding. We don't do wall riding. But if wall riding is what, you know, it's going to get shown up this time, because you won't be able to wall ride in this one. And as he says, no, I wasn't. And to be quite honest, if you wall ride, it's not always quickest. Not always quickest. So the replay has been shared for people to look at. But there we go. There we go. In 10 Racing's defence, he doesn't know our rules. He won't have read the rules yet. But I will drop an email with the rules so that he can check them out. And I tell you what, I am going to spectate this one. I really am. It's going to do my head and my back good to spectate and to take a little bit of a break. So there is an added benefit there. But also, the racing tonight has been outstanding so far. And I am very keen to see how this one goes. Now, the tyre wear has gone up to 5 for this one, and the racing tyres could be very, very different to the sports tyres. So are they going to wear more? Are we going to see some strategy kicking in? I'm not sure. Number one Pops, you didn't see any wall riding, and I was at the back. I'm not going to worry about that. I didn't see any wall riding myself either. So, and certainly when I was following 10 Racing to start with, there was no wall riding at all. One or two bumps on the wall, which a lot of people do, but not wall riding around the corners. So all good, all good, all good. And at the moment we've got Collie de Tom. He's in the Rothman's car. Then we've got 10 Racing is in a blue, yellow and pink car with a bull on the side. What is it with the pink tonight? Stiggy, oh, what a lovely, lovely livery on that one. Mint blue, white, black. That is a nice livery. Stiggy, I tell you what, you have got an eye for nice liveries. You really do. The only thing is you can't spell PSR. No, power for the power 2.5, I would imagine, that the Outlaws run. Who have we got now? Wheels Racing is in the Rothman's car. Chicken Yoga is in the white and grey, the standard colours. Number one Pops is in... Please don't tell me that's a SpongeBob SquarePants livery. It is, isn't it? Pops, you go from bad to worse, mate. You go from bad. There's two things I can't stand on liveries: pink and SpongeBob. Oh, Port Pie. Look at that, 2.5 on the bonnet there. And very nice livery, that one. white, yellow and blue. Very, very nice livery. Ken Block. He's in the rainbow white with the rainbow stripes down the side. And number one Pops is still hiding in the pits. D-Locks now in a Martini car. And Wheels, as I said, in the Rothmans. I think I said 20 past, didn't I? Yes, 20 past. So we can just enjoy. We can enjoy these guys just for the moment. I'm expecting Wheels to be back on form now. Obviously, one of the Watkins Glen, not favourable to Wheels, but I'm imagining he's going to be up there. So Wheels, you need to go and get our new friend 10 Racing. 10 Racing, there he is. He's got Lewis Hamilton's 44 on the back of his car there. So can he live up to the famous driver that runs 44 on his Formula 1 car? Let's see. We'll see how he goes, but he's certainly ran away with the first one. This one a little bit more technical, and of course you get this little wall that he's just going to go past now. That is an absolute gotcha. If you go a little bit too wide into that corner, you're going to catch the wall. It is going to stop you absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. So looking good. Right, let's see how we go. As you can see, 10 Racing clinical through here. He's chasing down. Who's that in front? Is that Ben in front? I think it is. Lovely lines from 10 Racing. Nice to see another of our American friends joining us. We got a few from the other side of the pond that race with us. I was racing with Borky last night. Borky got a fantastic second place. I think it was in the last race. So pleased to see Borky up on the podium there. Wheels was chasing him down at the end, but he managed to get that second place, which I was really pleased about. I did drop him a Discord message after the race to congratulate him. He would have been really, really, really happy with that. And it wasn't an easy podium, so he will be well happy with that. And yeah, great to see. What I want to see now is I want to see this guy doing well in this one. I want to see Stiggy up there on the podium. Stiggy he's been getting quicker and quicker and quicker as Stiggy. But occasionally, I don't know whether it's nerves or just finding the limit, but occasionally he'll spin it and put it into the barrier. I used to be the king of doing that. I used to do that all of the time. And I'm hoping that Stiggy has a good one around here, and we could see a nice podium from Stig. So I'm going to be watching very, very, very carefully. So in this one, we've got a few runners. We've got 9 now. We've got Wheels Racing. Colin de Tom has joined us. Chicken Yoga. I didn't see Tom. D-Locks, 10 Racing, Ben Clock, number one Pops, Outlaw Pork Pie, and Stiggy. Those are going to be your runners. They've done quite a few laps. I believe that it is going to be slowest first. It is. So the fastest racers will line up at the back. Let's get this one underway. I'm going to assume that they've all got their tyres. They all know when we were starting, so I'm not going to remind everybody about tyres all the time. I will remind you guys that they can run either the racing soft or the racing medium tyres. It is entirely up to them which they do, but how are they going to wear? Who knows? We are up to 5 wear on the tyres now. Personally, I think the racing soft tyres are going to get there all the way. We will see. We're at Maggiore with 4 lights, 5 lights. The lights go out and we are racing at Maggiore on this lovely little short circuit. This is the centre reverse. This is probably one of my favourite Maggiore circuits. You come up the top of the hill here and you've got this almost like blind left-hander where you're in the wall if you're not careful. You can see one of the cars there just in the wall on the exit. Then you sweep down this hill to go through this almost like elongated chicane. You go left and then it swings round to the right. If you're careful, you can jump across the curb, as we just saw Gr.x up the hill, hard on the brakes for the right-hander. Then it's a little bit of a sprint to the end where you've basically got it's quite a wide hairpin, and then it's a sweep round to the right, watching the wall as you go up to start a new lap. Gr.x into the wall as I say that, hard into the wall, absolute stop there. So he got caught out big time. Number one Pops finds himself out there in the lead in a SpongeBob SquarePants livery. I don't believe it. I tell you what, I love the way that colour is changing from yellow to purple. That looks good. He's being chased down hard. He's got the Stiggy, Chicken Yoga and Wills right on the back of him. We've got a 5-car race here because Gr.x is closing up on the back. Oh, number one Pops gets a little bit of a slide through there. That put him a little bit wide, and Stiggy goes through. Number one Pops in second, Wills Racing third. Gr.x and Colin de Tom swapping places as well, just in the background there. And oh no, Stiggy into the wall hard. Oh, it looks like our leaders are all being claimed by the wall at the moment. Oh, Stiggy was the one I really didn't want to be into the wall, but he is. Number one Pops keeping it clean, but Wills Racing now is tight behind. Gr.x 1.1 behind. I think that accident had a few people backing out, and Ben has got Tom 0.3 behind him. Chicken Yoga 1.1 behind in fifth, and he's got Outlaw Pork Pie right behind him. There is action everywhere in this one. Three of them coming through the S's together there. We're just watching Chicken Yoga, Outlaw Pork Pie and Gr.x. Wonderful entertainment as Gr.x tries a move up the inside there on Pork Pie. Just managing to get that done, but Pork Pie I thought was going to hold it around the inside. He's going to get a lovely switchback. So Gr.x slightly ahead, then Pork Pie slightly ahead. Gr.x and Pork Pie side by side through this corner. Gr.x just giving Pork Pie enough so he doesn't put him into the barrier and has to tuck in behind Pork Pie. Wow, what racing we've got midfield. Out front it is number one Pops by nearly a second. Gr.x in second place, 1 second ahead of Colin de Tom, who has got Chicken Yoga half a second behind. But I'll tell you what, the excitement and the race, and I'm going to be sticking with this for the moment, is Gr.x, Pork Pie and Wills Racing. These three really close together. It does look like they have gapped each other ever so slightly at the moment. And just in front, we got, well, it's hard to know where to look. Chicken Yoga having a little look on Colin de Tom now. Can he get a nice run out of this corner, and then it's going to be a drag up the front. Colin de Tom just glitching ever so slightly, so Chicken Yoga is going to need to be very careful on the overtake. He goes wide to give Colin de Tom the room. Can Chicken Yoga sweep around the outside and get this one done? They're almost side by side as they go up into the tight left-hander. Colin de Tom on the inside. Chicken Yoga trying to go around the outside. Oh, I think Chicken Yoga caught out with the glitch in there a little bit. It looked like he was pushed out into the wall. He's going to be falling back, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll be able to regroup and go again. I think that Outlaw Pork Pie just giving Chicken Yoga a little bit of a help down the hill there. Chicken Yoga will be grateful for that, I have no doubt. Out front it is number one Pops going really well. Come on guys, we can't have SpongeBob SquarePants win this. We can't. I'll close the stream if we do that. I won't. What a livery. What a livery that is. Oh my God, how to wreck a Porsche. How to wreck a Porsche. Oh my gosh. Oh, Gr.x in second. Number one Pops really knows how to push my buttons. He really does. Oh, look at he's out front though. 2 seconds out front. Loving number one Pops' racing this evening. And just behind, we've now got Wills, Chicken Yoga and Colin de Tom locked together. Chicken Yoga right on the back of Wills. Come on, Yoga. Oh, just using all of the curb there. I thought he was going to be in the grass, but he's managed to keep it nice and tight. Tom closing up on the back of these three. Very close racing with these three. Number one Pops and Gr.x clear out front at the moment. Little battles all the way through this race. Oh, the dirt being kicked up there big time. 10 Racing struggling in this one a little bit at the moment in 8th place. So he's gone from winning the last one. It's all changed in this one. The wear is definitely kicking in, but it's not going to trouble these cars too much. I needed much heavier wear on these cars, but like I said, I'm not going to change it because the racing has just been great. They are going to need to watch their tyres a little bit though. If they're not careful, these cars will start sliding a little bit. Wheels racing all over the gravel there, kicking the dirt up in Chicken Yoga's face. Chicken Yoga, no worries though. What is he? 0.4 of a second behind. Ben is 2.1 behind number one Pops. Number one Pops running away. He really doesn't seem to have anybody here to challenge him. Although, looking at the tyres here, could be interesting for the last couple of laps. Look at that offside front tyre. The right-hand front tyre on Pops is gone. On Ben Clock, it's gone. Wheels Racing's tyres are looking lovely. He has got so much he's going to be able to push towards the end here. Do not write Wheels off. I think Ben Clock is starting to struggle a little bit on the tyres here now. They've got 2 laps to do, and those tyres are looking a little bit dodgy on the 2 cars out front. Chicken Yogas are looking really nice too. So you could see, same car, different driving styles. Number one Pops out of tyres. Ben Clock out of tyres. Wheels Racing sweeps past. He's got no problems whatsoever, and Yoga's lining up for a pass as well on Ben Clock. So Wheels and Yoga have got beautiful tyres. They're now going to be heading off after number one Pops. And number one Pops, well, if he's listening, he'll be feeling the heat here because his lead is already down to 1.2 seconds as we look. 1.11 is going to be less than a second as they go across the start-finishing line to start the last lap. Wheels Racing and Chicken Yoga have got everything to play in this one. The tyre strategy, we didn't need the mediums, but the tyres are definitely going to come into play in this particular race. They come up to the hairpin for the last time. Number one Pop sweeps around and Wheels Racing right on his back bumper now. I think Wheels Racing is going to get this move done down the hill. Can Chicken Yoga get into the mix as well? And then can number one Pops hold on for the podium? Because Ben Clock is on the move. Although, look at Ben's tyres. Oh, they've gone. Number one Pops' tyre. He has got no tyre whatsoever on the outside. The tyres really playing a part in this one. This is going to get people thinking about the next 2 races here. Could racing mediums have been the way to go for some of these races? Wheels Racing is going to come across to take the win with Chicken Yoga in second. Number one Pops in third with Colander Tom coming across fourth with a nice 4th place. Ben Clock in 5th. 10 Racing recovers up to 6th with D-Locks in 7th. Outlaw Port Pie in 8th and Stiggy in 9th after being having a confrontation with the wall. Big style. But oh my gosh, if these races are going to be like this, I'm going to hang my gloves up and I'm just going to commentate because this is stunning. We are starting to see people scratching their heads here. I think that some people are going to be scratching their heads. Stopped car unghosted in front of 10 Racing at the worst possible time. It's horrible when that happens. Oh dear. Number one Pops, where did my tyres go? It's the different way that people are racing. This is what I wanted. We didn't get it with the sports cars. The GR cars, I am suddenly coming alive because this is what I wanted. I didn't go heavy enough on the tyre, but that made the difference. Tom, you are glitching a little bit. Unfortunately, you glitched sideways and put one of them into the wall. Oh dear. Wheels Racing was your winner, a 49.044 and the fastest lap. Wheels out of the road cars into the GT cars, and now he's on fire. Chicken Yoga up there in second again. He's on fire tonight. Is Chicken Yoga and going really well, a 49.150. Number one Pops in third, a 49.430. Connor de Tom in a fine 4th. Ben Clock slipping to 5th. 10 Racing recovering to 6th. D-Locks in 7th. Outlaw Port Pie in 8th. And Stiggy, unfortunately, into the barrier in 9th. Wheels Racing, Chicken Yoga and number 1 Popsure 1, 2, 3. And I'll remind you for the next 2 races, Wheels Racing, Chicken Yoga, okay on the soft tyres. Number 1 Pops and Ben Clock, I have a funny feeling that they might be scratching their heads a little bit on this one. Or was it just that the car was a bit heavy on the tyres? Well, these guys are going to have 9 minutes, plenty of time to sort out their strategy for this, because I'm going to start this one at 22 the hour. We've got this one, and then we've got Suzuka East. We are in the GR4s, and then we finish up in the GR3s. Tom, I think I need to install my Wi-Fi booster. Glitching creates mistakes. And it's unfortunate. It is. You're not the only one. There's a few people that have got some glitching going on at the moment. If you can, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I used to, in the old house, have to run a cable up my stairs every night when I was streaming. If you can, go for a hard-wired connection between your PS5 and your router. It makes the world of difference. It really, really, really does. Wow, Frenchie, top racing, mate, compliment. And he's just saying I'm on controller as well. So just showing that the controller racers really, really do know how to run. Now, this is going to be a guy that you really want to watch out for in this one. Wheels Racing has been brilliant in this Elantra. This is the car that is racing in Holkey Racing's British Touring Car Championships. It is the Tom Ingram livery with Tom Ingram in the window. And I tell you what, Wheels Racing has not been... well, he's been doing Tom Ingram's name justice. He's been right on it all the way through this championship. I had a wonderful run through the first corner at the, I think it was the Red Bull Ring in the wet. And Ben has put an image up on Discord showing us going through that first corner in the wet, and you can see that Wheels just drifted out a little bit wide, and I was trying to go around the outside. But you know, I know how Wheels races, and to be able to put your car, or to have the confidence to put your car on the outside of another car in the pouring rain around the Red Bull Ring in the first corner, that's how much I rate Wheels Racing and a lot of the cars that we race with at PSR. Greg and Ollie and so many people that I race with night in and night out. To be able to do that is just phenomenal. Stiggy, I've thoroughly enjoyed racing with Stiggy. I really want him to do well. Trying to not talk about Stiggy too much at the moment because I desperately want him on the podium. I desperately want him to win. I tell you what, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in his room when he gets a win, because I bet like me he'll probably be jumping up and down for joy, especially given the company that we're in. But I tell you, I think that this guy has got a win in him, another win. I'm sure he's won before, but I think he's got podiums in him very, 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 very soon. Very soon. He just needs to stop spinning, and I think he's gonna be one to watch. And I'm loving my races with Stiggy at the moment. I've got quicker, and Stiggy has got quicker too. Holkey as well has got quicker, and I love racing Holkey. He was a little bit off his game last night. I think that he did very well, but he's been away for a little bit and raced last night. It was great to be back racing with Holkey, and I'm looking forward to him getting things sorted out and then getting racing with us. 10 Racing, well, he walked the first race, struggled in that one after somebody unghosted in front of him. Luck of the draw on that one. Whenever there's a ghosty car in front of me, I always try and avoid it because you never quite know what's going to happen. I'm not a great fan of ghosting anyway. I think that if a car is in the wall, it's in the wall. And if you're a wreck on a wreck, you're a wreck on a wreck. But there we go. Will 10 Racing do better in this one? We will have to wait and see. Pork pie in the black and pink Panther, the pink Panther. I can't remember the tune of that one, but that's a lovely livery. He's sporting the Pink Panther in this one, as he just goes a little bit wide into the first corner there. Also in the pimp car, oh crikey, number 1. He's gone. Oh, he's done the hat trick. He's not only pink, he's not only done the SpongeBob Bear SquarePants, but he's now scraping the absolute bottom of the barrel. He can't go any lower. Barbie pink on a Barbie car. Well, we certainly won't be featuring number 1 Pops in this one. Oh, he's pushing my buttons. Ben Clock in the Masterfit Vectra livery. That's a British Touring Car one, if I am not mistaken. Going to be one to watch. 10 Racing, we saw Pork Pie, we saw Gr.x in the TNT car. The orange and white one. Gr.x has been going well tonight. Don't rule him out. I think he's going to be pretty quick in the Elantra as well. We've a lot of practice, a lot of us, in the Elantra racing car. And I think the Gr.x is going to be one to watch in this too. Chicken Yoga. I mean this in the nicest possible way. Chicken Yoga has been the surprise for me over the last few races that we've had, the race nights that we've had. Chicken Yoga is just nailing it right now. He's beautifully smooth. The consistency has come in and he's right up there. He's settled into PSR. Took him a little bit of time, I think, to settle into PSR. He was at the back a little bit, but now he's absolutely up there. He's learned so much, and I am absolutely loving Chicken Yoga's progress right now. And yeah, another one to watch. He's in the classic aubergine and gold livery that he's becoming synonymous and known for. And yeah, could be another one to watch in this one. So many to watch. I really don't know how to call this one. I really don't. And I'm really looking forward to this race very, 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 very much. Oh, we've lost Colin to Tom. Oh, Tom's on a shared router. That could be part of it. If you're on a shared router and the other person is streaming movies or something, that could well be part of the issue. If I remember right, it's a military server, isn't it? And you've got like up to 20 odd people on it. So not a lot you could do really, I guess. Sorry guys, I have to keep drinking tonight. My head pressure in my head has not been great. I've been coughing and sneezing a bit today, so just try and make sure that we drink. Right, we've got just under a minute to go. Let's just make sure everybody is sorted out with their tyres. I'm deliberately not looked at the tyres, so we don't know how things are going to go. At the moment in this one, we have got Wheels Racing, Chicken Yoga, Gr.x, 10 Racing, Ben Clock, number 1 Pops, Pork Pie, and Stiggy. Taylor Greenwood, if you're private, Mitch, can you let me know the ID to get in before the start? I don't believe you're a registered racer, so you won't be able to get it from the Discord. But if you're very, 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 very quick and you drop me an email, I'll send it to you. If you're very quick, because I do need to get this one underway. But you will need to join PSR for future nights. I'm going to put both 10 Racing and Taylor, assuming he joins, into the people that have had a freebie or a taster session, whatever you want to call it. Just watching at the moment to see if an email comes in. What I will do is I'm just going to throw up a join. Well, I would do if my laptop would work, for the details. Ten Racing, I know I've got to update the Discord link in YouTube. It keeps on failing and timing out. I don't know why. I need to refresh it. But thank you for the reminder. I must get that done. Taylor, are you dropping me an email? If not, I'm going to need to get this one underway. I don't want to hold people up too long. I'm going to need to go. I'm not getting an email through at the moment, unfortunately. We have got one more after this if you want to join us. Right, I'm going to wait until 43. I'm going to go at 43. So at the moment, we've got Wheels Racing, Chicken Yoga, Gr.x, 10 Racing, Ben Clock, Number One Pops, Pork Pie, and Stiggy. I'm not seeing anything on my email. It's 43. I'm going to have to go, unfortunately. One of the things I will say, a lot of people on the stream ask me to send codes and stuff like that. I tend to try not to do that too much because it does slow things down. And when people are trying to get their racing in before it gets too late, it does get a little bit difficult for me to slow things down too much. But if you do want to join us, drop me an email, playstationracer@outlook.com, and I will get the details to you. So we're at Brands Hatch Indy. We're 5 lights and we are go at Brands. It is going to be Outlaw Number One Pops. It's going to lead us away with Pork Pie in second, Gr.x in third, but Gr.x is already up into second place. He slides up the inside. I tell you, there's another car on the move there. Pork Pie just going really, really wide on that curb. I thought he was going to be in the gravel, but beautiful positioning of his car there. Really, really nice, but Stiggy does find his way through. So Stiggy up onto that podium place. Gr.x looking for a way past Number One Pops. He's not going to find it through there. Number One Pops covering that corner off really, really nicely. There's not a lot of overtaking opportunities through here. So the one thing you want to do is stay out the gravel. You want to stay off the penalties. Just keep it going in a straight line. And if you do that, you are likely to come away ahead of the car behind you. But there is that big gravel trap as you go down to turn number 1, which we're getting into now. If you get this slightly wrong, if you get a little bit of a nudge, you can be out in that gravel trap, and you can either be in the gravel and slowing you down, or if you get out on the curb as well too much, it can spling the car around and you're facing the grass on the right hand side. No such dramas for everybody at the moment. As Gr.x takes a little look up the inside of Pops through there. Can't quite get it done, but he's just 1/10 of a second behind. He's found his way through. He's up the inside, and Number One Pops is fighting his way back, and he's held the inside line. There you go, you see. I thought Gr.x had got the overrun there. I thought he was going to find his way through, but he's got a lovely, lovely run here. He is going to do, what a move that was. I think Number One Pops just left the door open enough, and Gr.x said, thank you very much, I'm going to have some of that, and just slid up the inside beautifully. You've really got to cover your lines in this one. You really, really do. It's Gr.x 0.3 of a seconds ahead of Outlaw Number One Pops, who is 2.5 seconds. Oh, what am I saying? 0.5 of a second between Gr.x and Number One Pops, and 0.2 between Number One Pops and Stiggy. I'm getting so excited about the racing here. I can't even read the numbers. I can't even read the numbers. Oh, wow. Tom's back in. Tom's back in. Unfortunately, he's missing this one. Oh, I can't stay on. Look, no. Oh, it hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes. Oh, no, I can't be doing this. Tom. What? Pops, Pops, Pops. Oh, Tom's just jumped in. Oh, Pops is in the gravel. Tom, I needed you in here so I didn't have to be looking at number one Pops. He's still going. He's still going. Number one Pops in the gravel and he's still going, but he's got wheels tight behind him. Oh, let's get back into the racing. D-Locks now. 1.4 seconds out front. Stiggy is 1.4 ahead of number one Pops. I'm going to leave Stiggy alone. Just behind, Wheels Racing slides up the inside of number one Pops, as we just saw, so we just went back on board with them. But number one Pops, Chicken Yoga and Wheels Racing are locked together. Unfortunately, I've got to put the camera on Pops because this is where the action is. So I apologise to everybody out there. I'm not subjecting you to Barbie and a pink car. Number one Pops is subjecting you to Barbie and not a pink car. But this is the action. This is the action. Forget the colour of the car. We've got three amazing racers here. Wheels Racing, number one Pops, Chicken Yoga. And I will remind you that this is for the last podium place. As it stands, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I can see what's going on track here. I'm not going to say it. For once, I need... No, what we got to change? Somebody's just had a moment. We're going to have to review this because Stiggy is now leading with Wheels Racing just 3 behind. If ever I wanted Wheels Racing to spin, put a tyre in the gravel, lose it on a curb, I hate to say it, it is now. You're starting to see the difference between a really, really fast racer and a really fast racer. Just watch Wheels' lines here. You can see how he's opening up the corners. You can see how he's using all of the track. But I tell you what, Stiggy is running a beautifully defensive line. Come on, Stiggy, defend for all you're worth. Defend for all you're worth, my friend. Don't leave that door open. Don't leave the door open. Yes, Wheels had to back out of that one. Stiggy just closing the door on him beautifully. We've just got a few laps to go. Stiggy taking the inside line there. Wheels going for a slightly wider line, looking for a way through there. He's looking up the inside now. Oh, he's going to be putting Stiggy under pressure. They're side by side. Wheels Racing just managed to find his way through. Right, come on, Stiggy. Put some pressure on him. Keep the inside line. Keep that inside line. Come on, my friend. Come on. Yes, look at this. Go, Stig. He's on the inside line. He's going to get the inside line for the first corner too. Come on, get over to the right, left-hand side. Squeeze him, squeeze him. Come on. Lovely, come on. Oh, Wheels is trying to get around the outside. Come on, Stig, stay with him. Oh, Wheels has finally found his way past, but Stiggy, that was some stunning racing there. Come on, it's not all over here. Oh, he's on the gravel. Keep it going in a straight line. He has dirty tyres, mate. Dirty tyres. Be careful. Come on. I'm going to get shouted at in a minute because my voice is getting higher and higher and higher. This is just so exciting. This is incredible. Come on. Come on. Come on, Stiggy. 2 laps after this one. It's just 0.8 of a second between Wheels and Stiggy. I'm going to leave Stiggy alone for the moment to concentrate. Number one Pops is 1.1 further back. And he's got Chicken Yoga half a second behind. Taylor Green's going to drop me an email. No problem. I'll pick that one up at the end of this race and I'll get you the code, my friend. And then if you can drop me a note with your 4 names and we'll get that one sorted out. Can I just say, tyres are proving to be interesting here. Wheels is absolutely fine on tyres. He's absolutely looked after these. Stiggy is looking reasonable on tyres, although with all of that defending, he's taken a little bit of life out of one of them. So he's going to have to watch his tyres a little bit. Number one Pops in the in that car. He's in trouble with tyres with 1 to go, and Chicken Yoga is also in trouble with tyres as well. So these two could be in danger from 10 Racing that we haven't seen in this one. His tyres are okay-ish, and he's 1.5 behind. He could close up. We will see what happens, but I'm just interested out front. Wheels Racing 2.2 out front at the moment, and I think he's got this one absolutely sewn up. But I tell you what, at the minute, and I'm not going to say it, I don't want commentators' curse to kick in. I want to just see him go through these last couple of corners. My driver of the day for this one is the guy you're watching, Stiggy. Wheels may well have come across for the win, but Stiggy, what a fantastic bit of defending against one of our fastest racers at PSR. To come home just 2.9 seconds behind Stiggy should be well happy. If I was Stig, I would be sitting there with the biggest grin on my face right now, because not only did they have an absolutely monumental battle, there was some great defending, and just one opportunity that Wheels had to find a way through and just to put his wheel up the inside. And you could see how Wheels was experimenting with the different lines there. That is a real racer, somebody that is prepared to put their car offline to see if they can just get a little bit of more speed to get alongside and then compromise the car in front. I adore watching that. It is just, I never get tired of watching these guys race. They know each other. They know that they can race super close. I mean, Stiggy and Wheels, bumper to bumper, door to door, round Brands Hatch Indy. Phenomenal. Wheels Racing was your winner with a 47.686 and the fastest lap. Stiggy in second with a 48.514. Fantastic result. I'd love to hear how he feels right now. Outlaw number 1 pops in third with a 48.491. Chicken Yoga in fourth. Ben Clock fifth. 10 Racing sixth. D-Locks in seventh. Outlaw Pork Pie in eighth. Then, and that was it. So Wheels, Stiggy, and number 1 pops, your 1, 2, and your 3. What a race! Right, this is going to be interesting now. We're stepping up to the GR3s in this one. Let me just do a reply here. Okay, that. I should have copied the code, shouldn't I? But I didn't. And I struggle with this. Yeah, because my phone is going to be a pain again, because it keeps making it a capital, not a lowercase. Right, it's not a pretty email. It's literally just the code, and I will drop an email to both Taylor Greenwood and also to 10 Racing a little bit later on. In fact, 10 Racing, I think I've got pretty much all the details I need with regards, except the PSN. I need a PSN, but that would be good. Frenchie in the chat just saying total respect at PSR. That's what makes it so great. It does. I've worked so hard. Tezza, Yo Mitch in chat. Hope he's all good. Thank you, mate. Thank you for popping and saying hello. Let me just this race is going to be starting at 5 past the hour. 5 past the hour. So a little past 11 o'clock, but hey ho, it is what it is. Yeah, when I started to do Tezza, yeah, if you got the code. Have you got the code? I believe. Well, you need to be a registered racer. Are you a registered racer, Tezza? If not, you're going to need to drop me an email really quick. Really quick. and I will get the code to you if you drop me an email. As I said, I don't normally do this, but we've had some great races tonight, and we're quite low on numbers. So, yeah, I have been doing that a little bit, but I am going to start this one at 5 past the hour. Let's just put you on board with 10 Racing. This one's going to be very, very interesting because I've gone for a very short circuit here, and they've all been short circuits, but this one very short for a GR3. Unusual to have GR3s around here, I feel, but you've got the long straight, then you've got the S's. So you've got getting out of the final corner before the straight is all important and not easy. Passing opportunities down the straight, then you've got the issue of getting through the S's without going wide, causing problem. There's gravel traps and all sorts, so it will be rather interesting. Pops, grab a GR3 car, mate. Any GR3, don't care. I want you racing. Whatever GR3 car you want, my friend. Don't worry about that. I want you racing in this. I don't want you sitting spectating. Tezza, you're not able to drop me an email. Then I'm afraid you're out of luck, my friend. Do I have a link? No. No, don't have a link. It's a code that you need to get from Discord. I'm emailing it to a few people today, hoping that some of those will register with us and come and race. No, I can't give it out. Nico, good evening, my friend. I've missed the Mitch. Good evening, my friend. I hope that you are well. Right, we are going to be going racing shortly. So, where are we? Number one on the track is Wheels Racing. He's in the white, red and black liveried car. We've got Colin de Tom has jumped into the Mercedes. So it looks like a few people haven't got this one. He's in the Golf livery. It is late in the night. Don't care if people are not in the exact right car. 10 Racing is in the black with the little red wording on it, primarily black car. Stiggy, oh look at this, what a lovely livery that one is. Beautiful sort of bluey purpley colour with the white and also the black bit across the bonnet. That is lovely. Oh, I so hope that that comes across in first place. That's a beautifully turned out car. Outlaw Pork Pie in the sort of reddy pinky colour car, with GR on the side. Deluxe is in a Castrol looking car, black on the front and then green and red. It is a Castrol with white as well, so it's a Castrol livery. A 10 Racing we saw Ben Clock in a white, yellow, orange and red liveried car. He's enjoying his multicoloured stripy cars tonight, is Ben Clock. Looking good. Deluxe we saw, 10 Racing we saw, Stiggy. Number one Pops. Has he jumped in the BMW? He is. He's in the number one Pops. You are borderline going to be kicked here if he goes out on track. The BMW M6 is my car. But look what he's done. It's pink. Admittedly, it's Pink Panther. I'll let you off. I'll let you off, number one Pops. It's the Pink Panther. That's a good livery. Actually, I'll tell you what. All jokes aside, that is a nice livery. I like that. I could almost go and buy another BMW and put... Oh, what has he done? He's just binned it. It's just a bit strange the way he went off there. I could almost go and grab that livery and put it on a BMW, you know. Somebody's done a really nice job on that. If it was you, number one, kudos. All credit to you, my friend. That is a nice livery. Very, very nice livery. Brian is in the room. He's gone for the Subaru. So we've got a bit of a mix of cars here. It's we've moved away from one make. We are in the GR cars now. It would have been nice to have had everybody in the right car, but of course although I've announced the cars, we've got a few people that have joined us that won't have had access to that advanced information. So you've got to give a little bit of leeway at time, but let's see how we go. So we got 4 minutes before we are going to go racing in this one. We're up to 10 races now. We've got Wheels Racing, Collie de Tom, Chicken Yoga, Deluxe, 10 Racing has joined us. Ben Clock, Brian Potter's in, Number One Pops, Outlaw Pork Pie and Stiggy. I tell you what, the Outlaws have done well tonight. They really have done well tonight. Why are they called the Outlaws, you ask yourselves? It's all down to the rules that I put together. I really wanted to make sure that we kept respectful racing, and I wrote a very long, I think it's about a 40 odd page rule book, and most of it is just what the rule is and why it's in there. Not just what the rules are, but why they're in there and that. And a lot of people said to me that it was the wrong thing to do. I stuck to my guns. I have one or two people that said you're doing the right thing. Unfortunately, a couple of the Outlaws weren't very happy with me doing this, and also with getting everybody to sign up again and forcing them to use Discord and things like that. But I tell you what, I love the fact that we have the Outlaws that are sitting on the edge, and Tom runs his own complete Discord with his own lobbies and everything as well, and they do some great tuned racing. You know, I don't do a lot of tuned stuff. They do a lot of tuned cars, a lot of road car racing. And if you're into that, please say hello to Tom and or any of the Outlaws, and they will let you know how you can get involved. Really good stuff, and a lovely bunch of guys. They're often on a chat room as well, and they are an absolutely lovely sound bunch of guys. And yeah, they're back racing with me now, which I absolutely adore. I love it. So that's Outlaw Number One Pops, Outlaw Pork Pie and Stiggy. And I'll remind you, the Number One Pops is the guy that I am having my battle with at Hulky Racing's British Touring Car Championship, and he's definitely pushing me very hard at the moment. So those are our runners. I'll just run through them one more time. I'm just going to let everybody know to check their tyres. I think everybody's sticking with the softs, but you did see tyres were seriously going away in the last race. This one's going to be interesting because I don't know how they're going to burn the tyres out through the S's. Could be very interesting, and it is a short one, this one. So I don't know that I don't know the tyres are going to come into play quite as much, but I could be completely wrong. Nico says Chuck Norris invented every colour in the world except for pink. That was invented by Tom Cruise. I never knew that. Is that a true fact? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Right, we've got just under a minute to go. Your runners in this one are going to be Wheels Racing, Collie de Tom, Chicken Yoga, Deluxe, 10 Racing, Ben Clock, Brian Potter, Number One Pops, Pork Pie, Stiggy. I'd love to be racing, but I tell you what, I have thoroughly enjoyed commentating tonight. I've actually enjoyed commentating these guys more than racing tonight, and it's doing my back good, actually, if I'm perfectly honest. The pressure in my head has subsided. My headache has gone. I feel really relaxed and just in my absolute element. I'm loving this. Oh, Brian has just jumped out of his car. I don't know what all that is about. I need him to tick in. Brian, please tick in because I want to get this one going. We are a little bit late in a minute. Taylor Greenwood's going to keep me happy. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. There we go. He's back in. Just as I said that, he's in. He's gone for the GR Supra Racing concept. So basically in this one, we've got Wheels is in the concept. Collie de Tom's gone for the Mercedes, so he's not in the right car, but don't care about that. Chicken Yoga's in the concept, so is Deluxe, so is 10 Racing, so is Ben Clock. Brian Potter also. Number One Pops has gone for the M6 Sprint. Pork Pie is in the concept, as is Stiggy. So we've only really got the M6 and the Mercedes that are different. It is 5 past. I am going to get going. This is the last race of the night. Let's make it a good one. And I'm so looking forward to this. I'm buzzing. I'm loving this. It's great tonight. It is great tonight. You know, I love the commentary. I love doing the commentary, and I can only do it because these guys are just so good. I wanted to put a word in there that I really shouldn't use, but they're just so brilliant, and it's going to be tight and really close, this one, with 4 lights, 5 lights. When they go out, we will be racing at Tokyo. It is the short course. They've got a short run down to the tight right-hander. Not the easiest of corners, this one. It's a double one. You get through the first bit, then it tightens. We are side by side with Pork Pie and Stiggy. The Outlaws already mixing it. 10 Racing trying to get into that one as well. He just gets up inside of Stiggy. Stiggy in third now. Outlaw Pork Pie out front. 10 Racing just behind as they go through the S's. These are powerful cars around here. And I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a mix of tyres in this one. There's a few of them that have gone for the mediums. Oh, Pork Pie really cutting the corner there. I don't know who 10 Racing was following. It looks like they got away with that one, but 10 Racing making a move down the inside. He's got the slipstream. He's got the inside for this one. Can Pork Pie hang it around the outside? He does. I tell you what, he's wise to tuck in behind there, because whilst we know how a lot of us race, we don't know how 10 Racing races, and one or two of the others in this one. So you need to be a little bit careful. And I think 10 Racing has just had a little bit of wiggle and dropped it, and Pork Pie finds himself out front. Loving this. Pork Pie looking really smooth through there. Beautiful line. Lovely change of direction. Beautiful car control. Lovely through there. Come on, my friend. Outlaw Pork Pie first, Stiggy second. The Outlaws first and second. Ben Clock in third. Chasing down. Stiggy getting a lovely run on his friend. He's going to get up the inside. I think Pork Pie is going to yield on this one. He's not. He's fighting it. He's fighting it. Oh, if he's not careful. Oh, no, he got on the outside there, and I don't know if they got in together, but Pork Pie just going around there. He was really hanging around the outside with Stiggy. Stiggy's all good to go. Is this going to be a win for Stig? We will see. He's got 10 Racing and Brian Potter behind, and Gr.x is chasing too. So Stiggy 1.1 out front. 10 Racing though has got Potter right all over his back. 10 Racing with a little bit of a rear slide on the way through there. Brian would have seen that. Potentially he could have a run into the first corner if he kept it clean and tidy. I think he did. I think that little bit of a slide under power from 10 Racing cost him, and Brian slides down the inside. 10 Racing just having to give way there. He's going to tuck in behind though through the S's. So 10 Racing could well have a slipstream out of the final corner and down the long straight. It is going to be all about getting through that corner. We've got 2 races going on here at the moment. We've got Stiggy, Brian Potter, 10 Racing and Gr.x just off the back. And then a little bit further behind, we've got Ben Clock, Number One Pops, Wheels Racing and Chicken Yoga. Some of the fastest guys are fighting in the second pack. This is really interesting. Really interesting. Oh, a lot of tyre smoke there. Number One Pops in 5th with Wheels Racing 6th, Chicken Yoga 7th, and Outlaw Pork Pie. Wheels Racing just jumps through into 1st. I think the BMW struggling a little bit here as Chicken Yoga goes through too. Number One Pops tucks in behind, trying to get the slipstream into the beginning of the S section. We're just going through the bottom of the track, and then they're going to work through the S's. But I want to keep an eye on these guys out front. Stiggy is still leading the way by 1.5 seconds. 10 Racing has really got a very loose end on this Supra. Stiggy looks lovely and planted out front from what I've seen, but I'm not watching him too much at the moment. But 10 Racing is really wringing the neck out of the Supra to try and close the gap. And as he does that, he goes to 1.7 seconds. We're on lap 6 of 10 now, just over halfway through. 10 Racing, 0.4 ahead of Brian Potter. Brian trying to close him down. Very late on the brakes, Brian was through there, as was 10 Racing. These guys really on the limit. And you can see 10 Racing just kicking up the grass there as he's using all of the track to try and close down Stiggy. Stiggy out front and going well, but Brian Potter now right on the back of 10 Racing. 10 Racing is going to have his mirrors really full of Brian. This could actually work in Stiggy's favour, because if 10 Racing has to start going defensive, that could just give Stiggy the respite that he needs to bring home a very much deserved win. Lap 7 of 10, and it is Stiggy out front by 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds. Stiggy, just keep it going. 10 Racing, he's got Brian Potter all over the back of him at the moment. I know I'm concentrating on this one, but there are other battles going on. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Gr.x is able to close the gap at the moment on this one, but a little bit further back, we've got a wonderful battle with Chicken Yoga and number 1 Pops. This is the Supra versus the BMW. Outlaw really pushing Chicken Yoga. Chicken Yoga defending like crazy, but I'm afraid I'm going to come out to this little battle that we've got here. 10 Racing and Brian Potter locked together for the last 2 podium places, and they are closing on Stiggy. There are 2 laps to run. I lie, there are 3 laps to run. I can't get my maths right. And they have closed down on Stiggy a little bit. I don't know if Stiggy's gone cautious or whether he's just aware that these 2 guys are really pushing tight behind, but the lead that Stiggy had has dropped away a little bit, or it could be that he's just watching those tyres, because I tell you what, even the racing medium tyres are struggling in this one. Brian, also on the racing medium tyres, has got some great tyres. Brian Potter is well placed potentially for a win here if tyres come into play. At the moment, Stiggy is just managing to hold on. He's half a second ahead of 10 Racing, who will have slipstream now, but he's now got Brian Potter going for a move down the inside. Those 2 are going to be side by side as they get to the bottom of this straight. No, Brian just manages to get in front of 10 Racing. 10 Racing tucks in behind. 10 Racing now down into 3rd place, and Brian Potter on the move. I did say that Brian's tyres are so much better than Stiggy's and 10 Racing's, whose have gone. It's fascinating how these tyres are wearing so differently. Brian has looked after his tyres, and he is going to be giving us one of the most amazing last laps around this short Tokyo track. He's set himself up beautifully with the strategy for the win. Stiggy is going to have to go defensive, but I'm just not sure that he's going to have enough. He's going to have to go super defensive into this corner, but Brian takes the inside line. I think Stiggy possibly needed to go on the inside there to hold it. He's hanging it out around the outside. A little bit too much. He's gone a little bit wide there just as Brian was going through, and Stiggy finds himself in 3rd now. I'm afraid that the tyres, I think, for Stiggy are catching him out. Even though he's on the mediums, he was just leaning on them a little bit too much. And Brian, I did call it. I could be Murray Walker, you know. I know my stuff. Brian Potter with the tyres kept them. I called it that I thought he was going to get the win, and he is going to get the win by some 2 seconds. 10 Racing is going to come across the line in 2nd, and Stiggy with a fine podium. He'll be pleased with that, I think Stiggy will. Gr.x just a little bit behind in 4th. Outlaw number 1 Pops in 5th. Chicken Yoga is going to come across for 6th. So number 1 Pops managing to win that one. Pork Pie with a fine 7th. Ben Clock in 8th. College of Tom is going to come across in 9th if he can stay off the grass. Oh, he was hanging it out around there. And Wheels Racing coming up in 10th at the moment. Wheels has had a little bit of a mare, but I tell you what, tyres have really played their part in the last. It's really interesting. The first 3 races, the tyres didn't come into play at all. Not at all. But I tell you what, they did at the end. Guys, do you want to do a quick Nords? Are you guys up for a Nords? 10 Racing, man, why does it have to be the last one? Laugh out loud, so much fun. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do a Nordschleifer. We're going to do a Nordschleifer to finish. I can't let you know, so hopefully people aren't disappearing. I'm going to tell people straight away. Nords, question mark. Let's see what they say. If they're up for it, it is late. We'll give it a go. Result, Brian Potter out front. 49.716. It was the tyres. He called the strategy right. He looked after the tyres. He came through at the end. What a masterful race from Brian. I love that. 10 Racing, tyres going at the end, but he did manage to bring it home in second with a 50.002. Stiggy doing everything tonight. Just getting caught out with the tyres at the end there. A 50.010 and third place. Deluxe trying to close, but a little bit further back, a couple of seconds off the back of Stiggy. Deluxe coming home in fourth. Number one Pops in fifth. Chicken Yoga in sixth. Outlaw Pork Pie in seventh. Ben Clock in eighth. Those were your runners. Brian Potter, 10 Racing, and a Stiggy, your top three. We've got a few people saying they want it. Let's do it. Let's do it. How are we doing for time? I'm going to throw a spanner in the works because I'm enjoying this so much tonight. So much tonight. I'm going to go GR3s. We'll go GR3s. We're doing 2 laps. We're doing 2 laps. GR3s. Nico says, Joe's already fallen asleep, so Mitch is chancing an extra race. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in so much trouble tomorrow. Oh, I'm supposed to be up early and out early tomorrow morning to get some stuff done before work. But it's just so much fun tonight. I mean, I'm loving the race. I'm really enjoying the commentary. But we've got a fabulous bunch of guys in and absolutely loving it. Nico, you're not wrong. Oh, 10 Racing. I just got my first job this morning, by the way. Congratulations, my friend. What are you doing? What do you do? And thank you for finding us. Oh, yes, Wills. I'm loving it tonight. You know, the YouTube chat has just been lovely. The racing has just been incredible. And I'm just loving it. Quick Trip. It's a really nice gas station company in the Midwest. Cool. Cool. 10 Racing, I think actually, I'm going to lie. I think I've got what I need. I'll drop you a what's it? I'll drop you an email, both you and Taylor. I'm going to drop you both details on email. You've already proven yourself, so you're in. As far as I'm concerned, you've already passed all of the checks that I normally do. So won't be any problems with that. Right, I'm just looking for an R when people are ready, and then we'll go. I just need Ben to tick in. Now, he's probably ticked out because he might be going to the loo, grabbing a drink, whatever. So I'm going to wait and see if he joins us. I don't want to start without him. And it's one of the things I do say to people is if you're gonna if you got to disappear to the loo or get a drink or let the dog out or whatever you got to do, tick out, but leave yourself in the lobby so that I can see that you're likely to be coming back. And then what I can do then is just defer or just wait a minute or two for people to come back. How do you join? The information is on the screen. All you've got to do is drop me an email to playstation_racer@outlook.com. I need your PSN name, your GT7 name, your YouTube name, and your Discord name. I then run a few basic checks on your PSN account. So it needs to be open. If it's completely private, that causes me a problem. And then you just need to join us in Discord, review the rules, which basically is just race responsibly and respectfully. If you bump somebody off or cause an accident, just wait for them. That's the main thing. But there's a whole load of other rules that I've got in there, like, you know, don't talk in the game chat. Or if you do, make sure that you're only talking to me because you won't upset me. But or use the predefined things, because, you know, even if you turn around and call somebody an idiot, they're going to report you and you're likely to get a ban. So there's little things like that that are in the rules that keep you safe when you're racing, but also make sure that we can have this really close racing that we have night in, night out, Monday through Friday. It's like this every single night. So just drop me an email and I will get back to you. What's Ben doing? Is Ben going to be joining us? He's gone very quiet on me, but I do want to get working. Oh, I just noticed that Terry is in there as well. Sorry, Terry, I miss you. Work, Loke, hope all is well. I am well, thank you. The chat has been running through so fast tonight, I haven't been able to keep up with it. So thank you for popping in and saying hello. I really do appreciate it. Very, very, very much. Oh, where's Ben? Is Ben around? Or have we lost him? I'm watching the YouTube chat, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna start this race at 25 past. Actually, I'm gonna go 26. Oh no, he's just left the room. Okay, let's go. So we've got Wheels Racing, College of Tom, Chicken Yoga, D-Locks, 10 Racing, Brian Potter, Number One Pops, Pork Pie, Stiggy. Let's get this one underway. Last one. Last one. Make it a good one, guys. Oh, this is going to be so fun. This is going to be so fun. I won't know where to look in this. Right, so Wheels is going to lead us away. He's had a nightmare of a night, but he's in the McLaren. He loves that McLaren. We've got McLarens, we've got Mercedes, we've got Porsches, we've got everything on the track here. We are away, so we're going to do the initial part of the Nord. So this is going to be the Nürburgring GP track, which will then lead us into the Nordschleife. and these guys are going to be doing 2 laps around here. 2 laps. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I imagine we're going to have lots and lots of different individual races as we go through this. I'll tell you what, the 2 up front are going well. But look at this, number 1 lot, D-Locks, Chicken Yoga, Brian really, really locked together. D-Locks right on the back of number 1 Pops as we go through here. Oh, we got a car. Who was that? I think that was that Brian or Chicken Yoga that was just, I'm not sure, can't see, there's no watch it above them, but one of them just having to take some avoiding action there. So Will's racing out front by 1.1 seconds at the moment. That means absolutely nothing. 1 barrier hit around here, 1 misdemeanor, and it can really change everything. I really wish I was racing this one, but I'm really thoroughly enjoying commentating. 10 Racing in the Mercedes. He's 1 second behind. He's just about 1 second, 0.8 of a second ahead of D-Locks behind. And then D-Locks has got Outlaw number 1 Pops 0.6 behind him. Brian Potter is 0.8 or 1 second back. But Brian has got Chicken Yoga all over the back of him at the moment. Very, very difficult for me to look at the track map to see where the action is. So I will be flicking backwards and forwards a little bit on this one, but I'm loving this. This is almost looking like a proper Nordschleifer race here, like you'd watch on the television with these gaps of just a second between each of the car. Brian Potter's got his left indicator on for some reason, and I'm hoping that Chicken Yoga doesn't think that that is an invitation to overtake, because it certainly isn't at the moment. And I think he's probably more interested in concentrating on the racing than having an indicator going. Will's Racing, he's still up front, but 10 Racing is still with him. Will's is not necessarily gapping the cars behind. So Will's Racing going really well. That Mercedes looking a little bit twitchy through a couple of those corners. No, Will's Racing bins it. Will's is in the barrier hard. Oh, I did say to you, it can all change in a moment, and it has just all changed in a moment. Will's Racing finding himself down in 4th place now. 10 Racing gifted the lead for the moment. D-Locks 1.1 behind, but D-Locks has got number 1 Pops all over it. Number 1 Pops, my main competitor in the Hulky Racing BTCC Championships, and I love watching number 1 Pops race. He is such a gentleman racer, but at the same time, fast, clinical, smooth, beautiful lines. He'll watch D-Locks now. He'll be looking to see where there's an overtake opportunity. He'll wait, he'll bide his time, and then, as I've known to my cost so many times, he will pounce. He will make that move stick. Where's it going to come? Let's take a slightly wider line out there to see if he can get a better line through the corner. D-Locks, wheels on the grass. Number 1 Pops will be seeing this. He'll see that D-Locks is being put under a little bit of pressure, or number 1 Pops was almost losing the back of the Porsche there. He's now all 4 wheels off the track. Going to pick up some dirt, so he's going to have to clean those tyres up. That has dropped him back 1.3 seconds and into the clutches of Will's. As I said, just one slight error and it all changes. Tyres are now cleaned. Number 1 Pops needs to just get back into his rhythm. Keep that concentration up. It's hard as well sometimes. I'm very much aware that many of you have got the stream on and you're listening to me whilst you're racing, and I really wonder why you don't just mute me at most of the times, because it must be horrendous when your name is being called out all the time, and the pressure when you know that you know, there are people watching you. We get around about 200 people watching these streams each night. Not a huge number, but all the same, you know, at the moment we've got 20 people watching, and I'm calling your name out and I'm celebrating the way that you're racing. It's number 1 Pops just puts it into the barrier and goes across the grass again. Thankfully he's still running, but just dropping back a little bit. And just up front now, Oh, 10 Racing, I thought Gr.x was going to get a move on 10 Racing, but just as we joined this little group of 4, we saw a beautiful overtake from Wheels Racing on Gr.x there. The door was slightly open. He put his car in there and went through, so Gr.x finding himself in 3rd at the moment. But 10 Racing out front in the Porsche. Wheels Racing recovering back to 2nd from dropping back to 4th a little while ago. And this little group, it's great. Number 1 Pops is just hanging on to the back of this group. I say just hanging on to the back of it. Actually, I think he's closed up. We got a 2x2, Wheels and 10 Racing locked together. And I think in just a moment or two, Gr.x and number 1 Pops are going to be locked together. So we've got the Mercedes out front. We've got the McLaren in 2nd. And then we've got a couple of Porsche 911s behind. I don't know if they're the 991 or the 992. I think they're the 991 because I can't see the lights on the side. Now remember, we are doing 2 laps around here. The tyre wear is on, so it's going to be very interesting to see what the score is. I'm not going to call out tyre information during this first lap, but I will be calling it out on the 2nd lap. Are people going to come in and pit? Are they going to keep going? I really do not know. 10 Racing looking very comfortable out front at the moment. Still a little bit twitchy, that Mercedes, but he's using all of the track and he's looking very comfortable. Wheels recovering. Can he do anything? Oh, commentator's curse strikes again. As I say that Wheels Racing, sorry, as 10 Racing have got it really smooth and using all of the track. He also then puts 2 or even 4 tyres on the dirt. I can't remember. I think it was 4 tyres actually on the dirt there. And Wheels will have seen that. I think if Wheels can close up, he could definitely be putting 10 Racing under some pressure, and maybe an intimidation pass might come. But talking about that, number 1 Pops is right on the back of Gr.x at the best possible time. 10 Racing out front. Number 1 Pops getting a move on Gr.x. They're both neck and neck, side by side as they go down the long straight. They're going underneath the Bilstein bridge here. Can't think of my words. I'm enjoying this so much. Where do they brake at the end? Please, guys, don't turn right. Do not turn right. Number 1 Pops is now right on the back of 10 Racing. He's really made the long straight work for him. 10 Racing dives into the pits. He's going to be losing those medium tyres. Number 1 Pops has gone around. 10 Racing, the only one that's pitted at the moment. Going to be interesting. Is he going to risk a set of softs? I should get back with the racing, but I'm interested. He's gone for a set of mediums. And he has taken the pit stop. Number 1 Pops out front on the racing medium tyres. They're going to be a little over half worn at the end of this one, unless he looks after them. Now, no disrespect to Pops, but Pops, if I'm correct, is quite hard on tyres. So this could be quite easy. And of course, with the tyres, once they start to wear, they grain up and they do wear more and more. So don't necessarily take the wear on the tyres for the first lap to be an indication of the wear on the 2nd lap. It might, but it might not. Brian Potter also on the racing medium tyres. He's gone through as well with similar tyre wear to number 1 Pops. Number 1 Pops just 2.7 seconds out front at the moment, which is a nice healthy lead all said and done. If I was Pops, I would now be managing that gap to Brian behind. Brian is 1.8 ahead of Stiggy. Stiggy also on the racing mediums. He's gone around and the tyres looking interesting. Chicken Yoga is on the racing mediums, but his tyres are actually looking, the front tyres in particular, looking slightly better than the cars ahead. So as Chicken Yoga got a little bit of tyre life in there to push at the end of this race. We will see as this one unfolds. Wheels Racing also on the medium tyres. His tyres look reasonably okay. 10 Racing on a brand new set of racing mediums. So he is going to be able to really, really, really push. He is only 21 seconds behind the leader. And of course, this is a long lap. There is a long way to go. And he's really going to be able to lean on these tyres and make them work for him. Let's see what happens. He's 12.2 behind Wills Racing as it stands. And just as I'm talking, it goes, oh, it was 12.1 back to 12.2. Let's leave him running. Collar to Tom is on the racing mediums. Like he went around, he's doing okay. And Pork Pie with damaged front and rears. He's clearly had a bit of an incident. He's running on the racing mediums too. So everybody's gone for racing mediums. The only one I think that pitted was 10 Racing. So 10 Racing is now going to have to really lean on these tyres and get absolutely the most out of them to try and close down that gap. Was it the safe bet? Was it a gamble? I don't know. I'm looking at the tyres here, and as I said, we've got a lot of twisty section to do, but look how those tyres are wearing on number one Pops' car already. Are they going to fade towards the end? Brian Potter's tyres also looking much the same, and Stiggy slightly better on the rear tyres in that Mercedes. And so we got the two Porsches out front chewing up their tyres a little bit. The Mercedes fractionally better on tyres, it looks, at the moment. Chicken Yoga is going well. I'll give you the deltas as we just run through this little section. So outdoor number one Pops is out front by 2.4 seconds ahead of Brian. Stiggy is 4 seconds off of the leader. Chicken Yoga is 8 seconds off. Wills is 9.8. 10 Racing is 21 seconds, but is closed the gap. It's 11.5 seconds, so I'm not sure this strategy is going to work out actually. College of Tom is 39 back, and Pork Pie 53. But for a long lap, an 8.25 minute lap here, we have got the top 5 are all within 10 seconds of each other. And we've already seen that one misdemeanor, if your car gets into the grass and the barrier, you keep it going in a straight line, you can get away with it. You're only going to lose maybe 2 or 3 seconds. But if you do put it into the barrier, it can change absolutely everything. Wills Racing chasing down Chicken Yoga at the moment. That beautifully turned out Vodafone McLaren that Wills really, really loves. He goes very, very well in this car. So no great surprise that he's chosen it. Ah, he's off on the grass. Oh, how did he hold that? How did he hold that? Wow. I thought that was game over for Wills Racing then. I was just about to say that he goes with that super shiny silver colour. And I tell you what, if you get behind it, sometimes you've got the sun glinting off it and it can be a right pain in the neck. But he's going okay. Chicken Yoga just holding Wills Racing behind at the moment. So Chicken Yoga really going well. I said before and I say again, I am so impressed with Chicken Yoga's just his I can't think of the words I want right now, but how he's improved over the time he's been racing with us. Absolutely phenomenal. Initially when he joined us, I thought he's going to get fed up and he would leave, and now he's chasing for podiums just about every single race. Talking about podiums, number one Pops going nice out front with a 2.4 second lead. The tyres looking okay. I think they are going to last the distance. They're going to be a little bit iffy, but he's only got a few corners to negotiate, and then they'll be on to the long straight. So I think that the gamble to stay on the racing medium tyres was the right way to go, and number one Pops is looking sublime. I'm loving this. Just beautiful. Let's just go on board with number one for the moment. I'm hoping to I'm really hoping that commentator's curse doesn't kick in on here, because he's running beautifully. He goes through the carousel. He's now just got the double right-hander, and he'll be on to the final long straight. He gives us a little bit of a wave there, acknowledging the fact that we're on board with him. And then he's on to the straight and he's away. Just poetry in motion. Number one Pops right now. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Brian, who's also been running really, really nicely in here. We haven't seen much of Brian in the Liquid Molly car. Unfortunately, he's a bit too far back to pick up a slipstream, and those two guys have pretty much come out of the top corner exactly the same. Stiggy is 1.6 off the back of Brian. I don't think he's going to be able to close up with slipstream. That said, he has got a better run. The Mercedes looking really, really quick down the long straight. He's closed it down to 1.4, but I fear that it is not going to be enough. Chicken Yoga, oh, in a battle, and Wills just finds his way through. We just saw that as we switched to the camera. What a move from Wills Racing right at the end there. Chicken Yoga will be kicking himself. He's still going to come home in a really nice 5th place, but Wills just snatching 4th on the line there. Chicken Yoga with a little bit of a wiggle on the line. He's happy. That little wiggle tells me he was really happy with that 5th place, and you should be, my friend. That was absolutely wonderful. Ruthless Racing, good evening, and Aussie Racing, good evening. Thank you both for popping in and saying hello. I very much appreciate it. Hope that you're both having a good day. You guys, I don't know if you've been watching, but we have had some phenomenal racing tonight. I raced one. I think I've commentated the rest because I've just enjoyed the racing so much. And I tell you what, this guy, number one Pops, on it tonight. I think, did he not win the first race and he won the last race? Just incredible. And what a race to finish up what has been just the most amazing evening of racing. What a stream. What a bunch of racers. Thank you all so much. Number one Pops, Brian Potter, Stiggy, Wills Racing, Chicken Yoga, 10 Racing joined us, Collar de Tom, Pork Pie. Those are the guys that finished at the end, and a lot of those guys absolutely just fantastic entertainment, just amazing racing. And I feel supremely privileged to have been able to witness that with you guys, to commentate, to share those races with you. Fantastic close racing, fantastic personal battles, and we're seeing people getting quicker and quicker and quicker. And you can only do that, and I don't care what anybody else says, you can only do that if you are in a lobby that is clean, respectful, and has quick racers that you can learn from. Absolutely fantastic racing. 10 Racing, what's in store tomorrow? I do not know. Normally I do a Friday night special and I just pick a theme or something. I haven't got anything set. I'm not sure. We could do a decades. I might pick a manufacturer. I might do a manufacturers tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. Manufacturers, I take a road car and we build all the way up through to the fast cars. I won't forget the email, my friend. I will get to that before I finish up tonight. Number one Pops was your winner. Brian Potter with the fastest lap, an 8:06.74. He was in second. Stiggy on the podium yet again. Stiggy's done so well tonight. Loving that. Again, Stiggy, performance is just becoming more and more. It's getting better and better and better. The consistency's coming. I can see the belief in Stiggy right now as he's just getting quicker and quicker and quicker and more consistent. Wills Racing in fourth. He's had a bit of a mare tonight as our Wills, but he still had some good races. He came in fourth. Chicken Yoga fifth. 10 Racing joined us in sixth. Collar de Tom seventh, and Pork Pie in eighth. D-Locks a DNF at the end there. absolutely loved it. That is me done for tonight, guys. Yeah, if you want to reach out to me, if you've got something you would particularly like to do tomorrow as a Friday night special, then let me know. We got Last Man Standing, we got Cat and Mouse. The problem with the games, Last Man Standing and Cat and Mouse, I don't feel that we've got enough racers at the moment. We've got a lot of people still on holiday, and the good weather is keeping people away from racing at the moment. So I think I could do decades, we could do manufacturers. Oh, there's so many different things that we could do. For me, I've loved this one with a little bit of strategy tonight. Absolutely adored it. It's been really good. Number one pop says rally and karts. Oh, I just won a BMW M2. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Well, we did the rally. We did the rally a little while ago. We did a rally evening a couple of weeks ago. Karting. I haven't done karts in a while. Do you fancy a kart night? Give me a thumbs up in the YouTube chat if you fancy doing karts. I'm not a great fan of karts, but I do need to be careful of my back at the moment, and I've really enjoyed the racing tonight, so I'm more than happy to do some commentary tomorrow. I will do a couple of them, but let me know. I'm joking, Mitch, but karts will be fun. I'm happy to do karts. A lot of people keep telling me they want to do karts around the Nords, so we could do quite a lot of these small tracks that we've done tonight. We could do these same tracks tonight in the karts, finishing up with Nords. I do winner decides quite a lot. He said we should do the let me win every race tomorrow. Yeah, you must let the host has to win every single race. I like that idea. I like that idea very much. If you want to do karts, let me. I'm going to leave the chat, leave the stream running for 5 minutes or so afterwards. But if you'd like to see karts or you'd like to race karts, then let me know. We haven't done it in the longest time. And that is something that I could also open up to public if we don't get enough runners tomorrow. I'm humming and hawing because I'm actually thinking I might do that. We haven't done it, and I know people have been asking for a while. I'm not seeing any thumbs ups in the chat. We'll see. Alternatively, if you have got something specific you'd like to do for the for a Friday night special, then please reach out to me in the Discord. As I said, I am discounting games at the moment because we need 16 people in the lobbies, and also we need to keep it private for the games. So I'll be getting into a few of those in September when people are back from holidays. College of Tom, I can only do one racing car. It's very demanding in my case. Oh, that sort of puts me off a little bit doing it. I'll have a little think about overnight. Because we've still got a lot of manufacturers that we haven't done. Oh, banana head! I'm not doing an EV night. No way. I hate EVs. Anyway, I'm starting to burble now, and it's coming up for midnight, so I am going to call it a night because I'm going to be in deep trouble. Thank you to everybody that has raced tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you to the guys that have joined us for the first time. Really appreciate it. I will get back to you with an email. If it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow morning. And thank you to everybody that has liked and subscribed and supported the channel this evening. Really appreciate all of your support. We'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow with that Friday night special, and I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, have yourselves a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Stay safe. Have a good one. If you're on holiday, safe travels, and I'll see you again very soon. For now, take care. Bye.